Remember Tommy. Yeah, let's continue to pray for Tommy. Ed Stokes. Okay. Anyone else? And you love us with an everlasting love. And Lord, as we think about this time of year when we focus on Jesus' death and resurrection, Lord, it just reminds us of how much you really love us. So, Lord, may we be quick to share your goodness and love with others. And, Lord, may we be a light to those who need it most. Lord, we lift up to you tonight those that are on our prayer list, those that are battling sickness. We have some, Lord, that are going through cancer treatments and other difficulties. And we ask, God, that you'll just touch them and bless them and heal them as it would be your perfect will. We thank, Lord, about these children that have been mentioned recently in our church and in our community that have special needs. And some are facing terminal illnesses, Lord. We just pray especially for those needs also. You are a great and awesome God. We have a lot of needs, Lord, but we know that you're able to do above and beyond anything we could ever ask you to do. And Lord, we know that we have hope that goes beyond the grave, and we have a bright future ahead. In John chapter 12 tonight, and in John chapter 12, Jesus is bagging a meal that we have. But let's just go back to chapter number 11, read through the verses, beginning in verse number 28, and that will set the scene for what we're going to deal with in chapter number 12. And Sunday morning in our Sunday school class, we talked about how that God does not accept all types of worship. And we talked about doing worship the right way, and how in the book of Leviticus there was a lot of details about how sacrifices were supposed to be made and how people were supposed to worship the Lord. And that challenges us in our worship today. We want to be sure that we bring the right type of sacrifice and honoring form of worship to the Lord. But we'll see some of that too as we think about Mary in our study tonight. John chapter 11, beginning in verse number 28. Now, Jesus has just finished talking with Martha, and now Martha's going to go and tell Mary that Jesus is on the way. And when Jesus had said these things, she went her way and secretly called Mary, her sister, saying, "The teacher has come and is calling for you." As soon as she heard that, my brother would not have died. Therefore, when Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who came with her weeping, he groaned in his spirit and was troubled. And he said, "Where have you laid him?" They said to him, "Lord, come see." And then in verse 35, Jesus wept. Then the Jews said, "See how he loved him." And some of them said, "Could not this man who opened the eyes of the blind also have anything to do to him?" But I'm not sure that fits in the passage.